Very good day everyone. So today we will learn on how we can actually consolidate all these files actually into one Excel report. If you look here, we have about more than 300 files. So it will be tedious for me to actually copy and paste one by one. But instead of doing one by one manually, I will try to use Power Query to consolidate all these files into one Excel report. So let's get started. So the first thing is, if just say we want to consolidate all the files into one Excel report, we go to data, we click get data and we click from file. Instead of choosing from Excel workbook, we choose from folder. Why? Because they will try to capture the data from that particular folder and you must park all the files into that folder. So I'm going to click from folder. And what I'm going to do is, if you notice, a box will appear. The moment you press folder, a box will appear. So I'm going to go and click on download. So you must know where you save. So basically I save in budget and I'm going to press open. So once I press open, you will notice that another box will appear. So this is the information where we have more than 300 files. So if just say all the sheet name is same, you can actually press combine and load to. However, in this case, all these files have a different sheet name. So what you can do is you can go to transform data. So you go to transform data, automatically it will go to Power Query editor. And in this case, where we will try to consolidate all the report into one. So in this context, if you see, even if I try to do it, it will be tedious if I were to do one by one. Because over here, if you notice, when I click on these two boxes over here, we have more than 300 files. So it will be completely tedious for me to do one by one. So in this case, what I'll do is, I will try to actually capture the data using a custom column. So let me just go to add column over here. So add column and custom column, and I will try to click using a measure called Excel.Workbook. Okay, so Excel.Workbook. So what is this measure? This measure will try to capture a data, be it a table or worksheet from the particular Excel file. So I'm going to press Excel.Workbook, open bracket. So what will be my workbook? My workbook name is under content. So I'm going to press content and close bracket and then press OK. So once I press OK, you will notice a new column will be added. So what I need to do is I need to expand this column and I press OK. So once I press expand the column, so now we have the sheet names. So like 4001, 40,002, and then over here we have the table. So what you need to do is you need to expand the table. So I'm going to expand the table and press OK. Once I press expand the table, so they will show us the sheets whereby we have the sales, cost of sales, and we also have the details like which includes like the region, the country, the city and shop. So right now, if you notice, we have all the Excel file all in this particular Power Query editor. So now what I need to do is I need to clean the data. I need to clean carefully. So how I do is, first thing is I need to make sure that this region, country, city, shop all in a particular row separate array. So I'm going to go to this conditional column. So let me just click it over here. Okay, conditional column. So if just say it has region, then it should capture Europe. So which is column number 15. So I'm going to press column number 15 equals to region. So this is very case specific. So capital R. And I'm going to put here select a column and I'm going to choose column number 16 and I'm going to put here null and I'm going to press OK. So if you notice over here, here we'll have Europe. So I'm going to do the same thing again. So here is country. So I'm going to go to conditional column. So if just say column 15 has country, column 15 okay equals to country. Then I'm going to select the column, should be equivalent to column number 16. Otherwise, it is null. And I press OK. So now we will have the region and country name. Next, I'll try to follow the city. So I'll try to go to conditional column. I do for column number 15 equals to city. And then over here, I'm going to select the column number 16. Otherwise, it is null. So yes, we have region, the country and city. Final one is the shop. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to press conditional column and then I'm going to select this column number 15 equivalent to the shop name. Okay, shop. So shop, I'm going to write here shop. Otherwise, it should actually follow this column number 16, else null. And I'm going to press OK. So now this is our information. So let me just select all these columns, right click and fill down. So now we will have this data. So when I click this, so basically you will have the information. So I'll just press load more and we will have all the information from all the 300 files. So it will capture and show us all the particular regions. So it will show us that we have Europe and some other regions as well, like Europe, Asia, Americas and Africa. Okay, so now since we have this information, we can actually remove the other sheets as well. So these sheets we can actually remove. Okay, I'm going to remove this. Okay, actually we can actually go home and we can go to choose column and basically we can remove all the columns. But I just want to check manually because I want to make sure that all the columns are properly deleted. So these columns, I need these columns, I need this column as well. This column is not necessary, so I can actually remove these columns. Up to the front, I don't need it, so I can remove this. Delete. So there you go. So now we have this information over here and we have the region, we have this column as well. So what's next? The next thing is what I want to capture is I want to capture the group name. Basically, if you notice, so whenever there is column number 4 equals to null, it should equals to this sales over here or cost of sales. So again, add column, conditional column, and then I'll go to select the column number 4. Column number 4 equals to null. So whenever it equals to null, I want to select a column, so it should be equivalent to column number 3. Otherwise, it should equal to null. And I'm going to press OK. Alright, so press OK. So now we have the sales and so on. So I'm going to press right click and I want to fill down. Okay, so this column I also want to split because here we have the sheet name, here we have this the shop name. So I just want to go to home and I want to click as split column delimiter. So I want to split the dash. So what I'll do is I'll click here custom space dash space and I'm going to press OK. So now it will split the column. So this is the information. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to select all this and right click, move to the beginning. Okay, so now we have the beginning, we have this region, country, city, the shop, and also the shop name. And yes, we have the groups as well. So basically, these first 7 rows is not necessary. I go to remove row, remove top row, and remove the 7 rows and press OK. So now the remove the 7 rows, there you go. But then if you notice, I also want this item over here. So I want all the items and I also want the net profit. So in this particular column, what I need to do is, of course, I want this. I don't want the sales because here we have the sales. I want the item and I want the net profit. Okay, so this is the data. So first step is I need to put the first row as a header because here we have Jan and all these things, Jan up to total. So I need to put the first row as header. So what I'll do is I'll just use first row as header and boom, just like that, it will come the first row as header. And then after that, I need to filter this column so that this column basically has the items and the net profit. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to click it over here and then I'm just going to unselect all. Okay, or select all also can. Unselect the null, unselect cost of sales, unselect gross profit. Okay, I want all the items basically. Unselect overhead and unselect the shops, unselect the total and all the total I don't want. So here you go. So this is the data that I want and I press OK. So now we have the items and the net profit. Then after that, what I'll do is I'll try to remove the unnecessary column. So this column not needed. So I remove this. And this last column, so total also I don't want. I'm just going to remove this. So now we have this data. Okay, so here we have the region, the country, the city, and yes, all is perfectly nice. So I'm going to select this and up to December. And I'm going to go to transform and unpivot column. So now we have this data over here. So this one I'll try to rename. So this will be region. Okay. And this one will be under country. And this one will be under city. This one is basically the shop name. So I put here the shop number. and this is the shop, and then this is the group, and this is the subgroup. Okay, so we have the subgroup, and then we have the months, and this one I'll try to change to numbers format. There you go. So right now we have this data over here. So I can just go to home and press close and load. So once I press close and load, eventually you will notice that it will load as a table in a new sheet. So we have so many rows over here because it's consolidating all the 300 files. So if you just say I click over here, so here we have all the 300 files which I finally have been consolidated. So just say you want to perform a data analysis in this for these 300 files. So I'm going to press here right click, and I'm going to press load to. So I'm going to press load to, and instead of table, pivot table, because I want to do some analysis, and I'm going to press OK and OK. So once I press OK, so now it will appear in a pivot table format. And what I want to do is I want to do the analysis for month on month net profit. So what I'm going to do is I just want to put the group over here. So I don't want everything. Instead, I only want the net profit. So I'm unselect this, select the net profit and press OK. So here we have the net profit. And then what I'm going to do next is I'll just put the months at the rows. So here we have the months, and I want to take the value. So here we do have the details as well. And then if just say I want to actually know the particular performance of each country. So I'm going to select the country and put it over here. So now we have the countries. So from Algeria and so on. And then if just say I want to actually want to do a slicer, so go to insert slicer, and I want to do for region. So press region, press OK. So here you go. So if just say I click Africa, so we can see the performance of Africa. If just say I click Americas, we can see the performance of Americas, Asian and Europe. So this is how we can use Power Query to consolidate all the data in one Excel report, and we can use pivot table to perform the data analysis.